Hey guys, so they released the second dev note for the Dimensional Hole about secondary awakenings. So let's just go through that. Let's jump right into it. It says, greetings from the Summoners War development team. As we notified in our last developer's note, we are back with another note to talk about the Dimensional Hole. In this note, details of the secondary awakened dungeons and the available rewards will be discussed. Secondary awakenings. As you can probably guess from the term secondary awakening, you can proceed with the secondary awakening with the awakened monsters. Wow, that was a lot of the word awakening. With the secondary awakening, the monsters will be changed as follows. Basic stats will be greatly increased, skills will be upgraded, and the monster's appearance will be upgraded. Unlike the normal awakening, where you can awaken a monster with Essence of Magic, Essence of corresponding attribute, you can perform the secondary awakening through entering the Dimensional Hole. The target monster will earn EXP from entering battles, which means the secondary awakening requires a certain amount of time. We estimate about 100 gameplays under the highest difficulty level will be required to proceed the secondary awakening with one monster. So for the secondary awakened dungeons, there are two that we know of. So currently it is Alunia and Kazran. So Alunia will partake involving the fairies and the pixies, and Kazran will be the warbears and the inugamis. So those are the four families that are currently released in terms of secondary awakenings. And there are 5 levels of difficulty. So for awakening dungeon EXP, in order to enter the secondary awakening dungeon, you must include the secondary awakening target monster on your team. One monster is required, but you can't use more than one of the target monster. So you can only work towards one second awaken at a time. Also, the target monster should be awakened to enter battles. A monster that's completed its secondary awakening cannot earn any more of secondary awakening EXP, but could still enter the secondary awakening dungeon battles. The monster can earn secondary awakening dungeon EXP once the battle is cleared. Along with the secondary awakening EXP, you can also earn a battle reward, which we will explain more about this later on. We decided to call the secondary awakening EXP as AXP, as you can guess from the word stands for awaken and experience points. Once the monster gains full AXP, you can proceed the secondary awakening by going to the monster and awaken menu. There is one more requirement to proceed the secondary awakening. All of the monster's skills need to be leveled up to the max. However, the skill up level is not one of conditions to enter the secondary awakened dungeon. It is only required when you actually proceed with the secondary awakening. When the monster has completed its secondary awakening, the monster's skills will be upgraded and renewed as new skills. With the new skills, the skill level will be reset to 1, and you can level up the skills again. To level up the skills, you can use the same secondary awakened monster. Attribute doesn't matter, or Devilmon. Okay, so to skill up units, you have to basically second awaken more of them. I hope, for this reason, that there are not a lot of like absolutely necessary skill ups, but maybe harmful effect rates. Hopefully not too many cooldown ones. Secondary awaken skills. So we'll actually look at this later because there'll be a notice that has all the skills. So we can just skip past this for now. Okay, so secondary awakening dungeon rewards. In the secondary awakening dungeon, new items are available as rewards. The acquired items can be used at the craft building to craft ancient runes and ancient reappraisal stones. So it looks like ancient magic origins are used for crafting reappraisal stone, and ancient magic stones are used to craft both. And then the Alunia versus the Kazran rune ore is what is used to craft the runes. But you can select which rune type in this section. And I'm unsure if you can actually select specifically which rune you want to craft. I assume it's probably a random one, but we'll see. So the required amounts to craft a rune, you need 50 ancient magic stones and 25 rune ores. To craft a reappraisal stone, you need 30 ancient magic stones and 10 ancient magic origins. So these are limited to 2 a week. Yeah, right here at the top. An ancient reappraisal stone can be crafted 2 times per week. That's pretty interesting.